Okay, now I'm recording. There we go. Good lord.
Are you back in?
Yeah, I'm back in.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd have to invite you again.
Oh, no, it's fine.
All right. I'm hearing stuff outside, but I don't see anything outside. I see a cow, but I'm not going out there.
Yeah, fuck that. I was out there for a minute. It was long enough.
Yeah, there was, it almost killed Pink as well. I guess it probably would have if he hadn't thrown himself to his death.
Oh, they knocked me off the cliff.
Oh, I thought you died on purpose to get away from that.
No.
He preserved his glory.
Yeah. He died with honor.
Who put this dirt block here?
I've wondered that myself. Just a weird random chunk of dirt sitting in front of the door.
I didn't put it there. Oh, it was probably the Enderman. Last time we had an Enderman that was going nuts, sticking around out there.
I just got a Microsoft pop-up saying, points, get them before they're gone. And I don't even know what they're referring to.
Referring to the points, Mike. The points!
Technically, that's true. I mean, they did say points, so I guess that is what it's in reference to, but I don't know what the points are for, or how they work.
What's the point of the points?
What is the point of the points? Did you ever see James, AVGN, did you ever see his monkey cheese videos?
No.
They're pretty good in their stupidity. It's like 4 or 5 different episodes that are like 4 or 5, actually probably only like 2 or 3 minutes long, and it's really crudely like Microsoft Paint type of animation of characters just standing there saying like, "What do you want to do today?" "I don't know." "What do you want to do?" "I don't know." And then they see cheese and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" "That's cheese, man. I'm gonna eat the cheese." And then like a monkey will come out, like a stupid clip art image of a monkey. It will come up and it'll be like, "I like the cheese." And they're like, "Yeah, man, it's fucking monkey cheese." It's so fucking dumb, but there's a charm to it because it's so fucking dumb. Like, he knew it was dumb when he made it, I would assume. Based on how bad the art is, I wouldn't think he thought it was good. But, I don't know. It's very amusing. I bring it up because you were talking about what's the point to the point, and that reminded me immediately of one of the Monkey Cheese videos. He does like a quick little rap, where it's like, oh, I couldn't even duplicate it. It's like, you know, when the fucking monkey eats the cheese, then it's chunky. Something like that. It's like, you know, I can't remember. I just remember the thing about the funky monkey eats the cheese that's chunky or something like that. And he says it so fast that you talking about what's the point of the point. It just reminded me of that rap. The point to the point. The fucking monkey with the monkey cheese chunky.
Well, all I remember is there was at one point James explained that one of his big inspirations was meeting the guy who did Aqua Teen, or does still do it occasionally. And
I didn't know that.
Asking him like, hey man, how do you do it? What's your advice to get started? And the Aqua Teen guy going, dude, I do this in like Photoshop in the space of like 2 days. You just make shit up.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah, it was a good show. You know, I'm with it. This has been a long night, by the way. I keep waiting so I can go inside.
Oh, it's day.
Yeah. Oh, it's day, finally.
Is it? Oh! Hell yeah, let's go get some wood.
Yeah, I've been
Hank
waiting.
was looking straight out of the door and was shocked when I said it's daytime.
Well, to be fair, unless you look up. Oh, yeah, what the...
Oh,
What's
it's
happening?
not quite
there's
day. Hang on, we gotta pass the exact hour, gentlemen. The sky may be blue, but God has not decided the daytime yet.
Somebody pick up my 64 sticks.
No.
Oh, I might have. Let me look. Yeah, oh, hang on, that's my sword. I need that.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, hang on, let me avenge Alex's death really quick. What? What's up?
I had 0 hearts, but was still alive.
That happened to me last time we played. I mentioned it briefly, yeah. Pink and I have stood back. We're gonna let you get your stuff back.
Okay, yeah, if I respawn in the right place and not halfway up the goddamn mountain.
The spider decided after he was coming after you that he doesn't want to kill you anymore, so he's peaceful now as well.
I see.
You waited until after you died, though.
That's true, yeah. After you died, he suddenly became docile. I didn't think that would happen. I guess he only went after the one
I
who
think
wronged
you
him
personally
last.
wronged him, and
Right.
he was seeking revenge.
Oh,
So
creeper,
this is
creeper.
all your
That.
fault.
Creeper. Just so you guys know.
Don't let him blow up.
I will try not to, because I don't like all these big holes. Damn it.
There's another big hole.
Yeah, I want to fill
Now
that
you did
in.
it. Now
I,
you've done it.
I kind of have. Yeah,
Now you
I
fucked
really
up.
don't like...
Hey.
You fucked up.
Mike,
You fucked up. Yeah, what's up?
give me my sticks.
Oh, right. Thank you. I would have
Thank
forgot all about it. Let's
Mike,
see.
did
How many did you have? Take them all. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
What were you asking, Alex?
Have you ever seen the Mud Crab Now You Fucked Up mod for Skyrim?
No, I have not.
It changes the sound that mud crabs make away from, the standard chittering, whatever sort of noise you'd expect a crab to make, to now
Right.
make it where the mud crab says, like, a voice clip saying, "Now you fucked up!" And so
Does it just say it repeatedly as you're like,
yes!
yeah, it just keeps doing it. Okay.
And then the person making the mod then found a spot where I guess like 5 or 6 mud crabs spawn all in one place. So they were all coming after the Dovahkiin. Now you fucked up, now you fucked up, now you fucked up.
Right. That reminds me of, did I tell you guys the story about how my girlfriend and I, it wasn't really much of a story, just a funny little gag about how my girlfriend and I were at a store that had a bunch of like little toy chickens or whatever around Christmas time, and they made a bunch of like Christmas noise. Like what is Christmas noise? My girlfriend and I were at a store, and there's just like a whole shelf of like 50, like just loads and loads, dozens of these like Christmas themed animals that made some kind of like sort of like a cutesy animal version of like singing a Christmas carol or something like that. So it was like, jingle bells, jingle, just something like that.
Yeah.
And she played one, and I was like, oh, here, let me play another one at the same time. That'll be kind of crazy. And so it was like, jingle, jingle, bell, bell, jingle, bell, like that. And like within like a half second, we both got the exact same idea. Because why wouldn't you? We went from that to just immediately pressing the button on every single one of them that we could all at once. And so it was just this horrendous cacophony of just because there were 50 of the, well, we didn't hit 50, but we hit everyone on the shelf that we could. And so it was just a mass of all these things playing their little sounds at different intervals or whatever. So it was a nightmare. It was hilarious.
And then the
Nice.
employees of the shop started bludgeoning you.
There was actually another customer nearby, and she just looked at us and laughed. She actually took it in very good spirits. I would assume that, yeah, right, before bludgeoning us anyway, yeah.
Understand, the humor here is not lost on me, but I am honor bound to beat you.
Yeah, this still needs to be done, but I respect you for doing it.
What's that? Damn it, the World War II movie, the animated World War II movie you mentioned to me one time, the Nazi guy in the ruined house. Donka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that was such a good scene, too. That was American Pop.
There you go, that bit from American Pop. Donka. Bang, bang, bang.
It's so sad when you think about it. It's like... Oh, wait, hey, we have a merchant.
That we do. Let's bludgeon him.
Time for the bludgeoning. Should we actually, or should I wait? Because I'm ready to do it if we should.
Do it.
What's he got on offer?
Let's see. He
You don't
has...
care, do it.
He has some melon seeds, some other seeds. I can't quite tell what these are. Melon seeds, regular seeds, green dye, emeralds.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants emeralds for everything.
Kill him.
Oh, I see how it is.
I'm sorry. You have to go. That was not mass murder. That was, what would you call that when two people just bludgeon someone together?
A gang beating.
Yeah, there you go. A gang murder. There you go. All right.
This is the great thing about alpacas, though, since they naturally magnetize to each other.
I forgot that they do that. I was wondering why this one was going with you.
Only need the one lead.
Get out there. Go on. Get moving. You don't get to turn around. Go get.
Yeah.
I just heard one hawk at you.
Yeah, understandably.
That's cool. Pink, were you around when I was talking to Alex about that cartoon that we're discussing?
Nope.
American. It's a serious movie with rotoscoped animation, so it's basically the people, it's real life performers, but they've been drawn over. So it's like a really kind of almost uncanny, sort of like fluidly moving cartoon. And
Pretentious is what it is.
it can be seen as that. It's been called that before. This particular animator, Ralph Bakshi, that was his specific style. He did like 5 movies in that style. Most famously, a very ill-advised Lord of the Rings adaptation that was really weird. Yeah, in the 70s, late 70s, he made a cartoon adaptation of Lord of the Rings. First one that existed. They'd had a Hobbit, but never Lord of the Rings, and it was really weird. It was like it wasn't very like it was very beautifully illustrated, but it was just really the tone was just a mess. It was boring. It was dour. Aragorn looked like, I don't know, just like a guy wearing like, I don't know, underwear and sandals. It was really weird. But the director made a cartoon called American Pop, I guess, whatever, animated movie or whatever you want to call it, that basically traced the how music influenced the lives of like four or 5 generations of the same family, and one of them takes place during World War II, and it's a pianist. He's looking over this. He's a soldier in the Allied Army, and he's looking over like this bombed out building, and he finds a piano, and so he starts playing a piano tune, just something to occupy his time or whatever, maybe even just to get over the idea of war. He's just just playing a piano, and a Nazi soldier comes around the corner and startles him. And the Nazi raises his gun, and the piano player suddenly realizes, oh, hey, wait, maybe before I die, maybe this will do something. And he starts to play, I don't know the name of it, but he starts to play the German, like a German song. He plays a German song, and the Nazi, like, he lowers his gun, and he starts swaying to it, like, oh, yeah, okay, this is cool, I like this. And halfway through, the American soldier, he kind of realizes, like, yeah, I'm just gonna die anyway, though. So he just quits playing the song halfway through and just kind of looks down, like, all right. To which the Nazi says, "Danke," thanks him, and then shoots him.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really neat scene. I've never seen anything quite like it before. I very much enjoyed it.
And then to compliment your, to follow up your little story there, one of the alpacas promptly went, meow.
I heard one hacking at you and you were still bringing him inside. I thought that was amusing. Like, they're willing to go with you, but they still hate you.
Oh yeah, understandably so.
Just imagine if that merchant, like, raised them from little baby alpacas. He was with them for, I don't know what an alpaca lifespan is, but probably at least a couple years. He was essentially their father. And now he's gone.
Yeah, we watched him, and we saw, we saw him. They watched us chop him up.
We literally did chop him up.
Circle of life, baby.
Hey, that's true. He will. His death brought us alpacas. He served his purpose. That was the circle of life. Is that when he dies, we get to steal his goods.
Yep.
I've been hearing that the trailer for the new Lion King, or the upcoming Lion King, talking about Circle of Life, has been very poorly received. I guess a lot of people are talking about it. Do you guys know anything about that?
It's supposed to
Do
be
I look like
the movie or something.
Sorry, you guys. What was that? Either one. Whoever wants to go first. I didn't hear either of you guys.
Alex, you go first because I was, joking.
Talking nonsense.
Yeah, doing the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you hear, Alex?
It's the Mufasa movie, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's pretty stupid, the idea of a Mufasa movie.
Maybe that's just what people are complaining about then. Maybe that's all it is. Because I didn't know anything about it until just today. I was looking at some stuff that usually whenever and this is how YouTube works, of course. Whenever I look at a video talking about, a given subject, in this case, it's like, wow, that Snow White, movie is getting a lot of shit. It seems like Disney can't do anything right in terms of marketing it. I guess the actress Rachel Zegler, I guess, that smug-ass actress, I guess she's, like, saying stuff about it, whatever. And when I was looking that up, then off to my side, I saw something about, in capital letters, of course. It's like, everyone angry about the new Lion King trailer! Exclamation point. It's like, so I wonder if that's actually true or if it's just clickbait. Probably the latter.
I have the haphazard, barely English way you said that reminded me. I just the other day saw the old "Does Bruno Mars is gay" article.
Is that actually what it said?
So okay,
does he? Does he is gay?
So hold on. Let me pull it up.
It's sunset already.
Yeah, it's a fast day.
I can remember the name of the fellow who wrote it, Nadoro Alasan, which tells me, okay, it's an African gentleman who probably doesn't speak English as a first language, or a second one, or a third one. Okay.
Careful out there, Pink. The alpaca's walking through the cobblestone. Oh, no. You don't get to leave. The alpaca made a sad noise as he tried to get through the door, and I shoved him away just in time.
Why is he underground?
Yeah, he's walking through the cobblestone.
Okay. The headline of this news article from some...
Sorry, I'm only laughing because Pink is... Are you anywhere near... Yeah, look up here. It looks like Pink is riding through an alpaca boat. Oh, you're probably... You can't alt-tab or whatever you're doing. Or wait. What are you doing, Alex?
I'm looking at... Okay, I see you writing the alpaca. Sorry, I was looking at my phone trying to get the Does Bruno Mars is Gay article.
He's not just riding it, it's in the cobblestone. So it looks like he's riding like a cobblestone... he's riding a llama boat on a sea of cobblestone.
So on my screen, the alpaca is actually perfectly normal. It's just standing there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, in mine, his legs are in the cobblestone. He's standing like halfway.
Same with me. This alpaca is very much inside the cobblestone.
So the host is seeing it wrong. The person doing it is seeing it wrong. The only person who's seeing a normal Minecraft gameplay circumstance is a random bystander.
Makes sense. If I had 6 people in this match, you'd be the only one out of 6.
Oh, man.
Why not? This session, anyway, not match, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I feed the llama rotten meat?
No.
Is that permission or asking if it's an actual function?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, go ahead with what you're saying about does Bruno Mars is gay or whatever it was.
So I don't remember if this was legit, like a legit article that someone posted, or if it's fake. But nonetheless, I don't remember what news sites posted to, though it might just, I don't know. Anyways, the rumor come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? That's the headline.
Good start.
Bruno Mars is gay is the most discussed in the media in the few years ago. Even it has happened in 2012, but some of the public still curious about what is exactly happening, and to be the reason there is a rumor comes out about his gay.
Wow.
At that time, he became the massive social networking rumor. The public, especially his fans, are shocked. He just came out with his bad rumor, which is spread massively. Is spread massively, by the way, not has.
Which is spread massively.
This time is not about his music career, but his bad rumor. The rumor is out of standardize of hoax. According to the last report, this singer revealed himself as homosexual. Do you still believe it or not? This rumor is really much talked by people, even in a person of his fans.
This is better than English.
It goes on for 2 more paragraphs.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, link it to me if you would.
Okay.
Unless it's a pain in the ass right now with your game being, the alt-tab thing or whatever. You can always, I can look it up later or whatever.
I don't think that the original article is still up. Just now there's pictures of it, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. I understand what you're saying. Like pictures in a tweet or something like that?
Yeah, where people just took a screenshot of the news article at the time, but it's presumably down
right.
Lord knows what questionable news site was carrying it.
I wonder if it was like AI generated. I mean, I know people say that about everything nowadays, and a lot of cases it's true. But for the English to be that bad, that suggests to me that either it was generated or someone ran it through some kind of translator that didn't do a very good job.
My bet is on translator because it's actually quite old. It's older than the AI bit.
Oh, then yeah, you're probably right. Who even is Bruno Mars? I hear the name, but I can't think. It's a singer, right?
Yes.
Is he the guy... If he's the one I'm thinking of, didn't he, in fact, come out as gay?
I don't know if Bruno Mars is gay. I don't think he is.
then maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy. There's a guy that dresses in very flamboyant. He's a young singer, maybe like 20s, early 30s. He wears like whatever, like no shirt but with suspenders on sometimes. Yeah, he looks gay. I don't know. Like I know that you're not. Oh, you can't tell. Not yeah. Sometimes you can tell. And he's wearing an outfit that does suggest that maybe he's again like at the very least flamboyant. Which doesn't necessarily mean gay, but it often does. So I don't know. I could have sworn that was Bruno Mars, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't really follow up on the young, possibly gay singers of today.
The only thing I know about Bruno Mars is that he's named after Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh.
Yep, he was. His parents were in New York in the days when Bruno was still the god of New York, and they named him after Bruno Sammartino.
No, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you guys could be named after a wrestler, not just because of the name, but also because they're like a cool wrestler that you wouldn't be ashamed of being named after, who would you pick?
Okay, I was ready. Before you added in the, like, you're not ashamed, yada yada, making it clear.
Right, yeah, because there's some wrestlers that have cool names, but they're assholes.
Well, there's also, I was going to say as a joke, I was going to say hard gay.
Who?
Hard gay.
Hard gay? Hard gay?
Hard
Who are you talking
Gay, about? A Japanese wrestler who runs a gay BDSM gimmick, and he did a few matches in WCW.
I've never... Did you do it as Hard Gay? Because I've never heard that before.
Yes, but he had to... So in Japan, he's actually called Razor Ramon Hard Gay. But in WCW, they had to make him drop the Razor Ramon part, so he was just Hard Gay.
That's so specific. Razor Ramon Hard Gay. Because that's...
It
I
sounds
wonder
like
if that
a
has
clarification.
It does, yeah. Like this is a fact. He's hard gay. We need to get this word out.
And I wonder because this ain't the soft gay Razor Ramon.
He goes in all the way. He is committed to homosexuality. He is fully embraced his homosexuality. I have there's a cousin of mine named Heidi. She used to be so cute when she was young. I had the crush on her when I was like 10 or whatever, and she wound up marrying a. She wound up marrying a guy, had I think a couple kids with him. I can't remember what the story was, but I think she had a couple kids, whatever. She came from a very religious section of my family. My dad's sister, what's her name? Doesn't really matter, but just to delineate who's who. Becky. My dad's sister Becky. She's very religious. Her husband got in a massive car accident when they were driving, and like everyone got all fucked up, including the dad died in the accident, and they lost their little like 4-month-old baby or something like that. Yeah, it was really awful. It was some fucking like driver tried to pass a truck on like a 1-lane whatever, like a small 2-lane road, and wound up hitting him head on, and killed my Aunt Becky's husband, killed the little daughter, a little girl named Hope. Sadly enough, she was named because, like, whatever, she's like, whatever, like the youngest, the most hopeful girl of the family, whatever. Damaged Heidi, broke the leg of, like, her brother. It was like this big, massive accident. It took them years to recover. And, because of that kind of, like, I don't get this myself, but that, I guess, increased their strength in God. It was one of those, like, well, we need to hold together as a family, and the fact that, we have people that love us and take care of us after this, that proves the existence of God, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, not my thing, but, whatever. Anyway, I bring all this up because, Heidi, the daughter of Becky, Heidi went and got married. She's roughly my age, and after about 5 years of marriage or something like that, the guy, I don't get this either, the guy was like, oh, I'm gay. And he divorced Heidi. And, like, I haven't talked to Heidi in, like, 20 years, so I don't know what the story is, but, like, I don't know if that's just something that happened suddenly, or if it was something that he talked to her over time, or what. He eventually just said that, whatever, he's gay, and they have to split up. And when I was talking to my Aunt Becky about this about a couple of years ago, again, I hadn't seen Heidi in a while, so I asked Becky what her stance on the whole thing was. And she was talking about, she said, well, Heidi went through a tough time because her husband, well, and you could tell she was trying to find a way to say it. It was very uncomfortable for her. She kind of like put her hands together and sort of tilted her head, and she was like, well, he embraced his homosexuality. And so, yeah, I just couldn't help thinking that was what this, just the Razor Ramon thing got me thinking about it. He Razor Ramon being apparently hard gay. Because I know there was a rumor there for a while that he had something like he was apparently he didn't want to do anything with Goldust because he didn't want to be known as, oh yeah, I wrestled the gay guy, that makes me gay too, or something like that. He was apparently like really, really kind of weirded out by it, and because of that, people have made references, made rumors saying that maybe he was insecure about his own gayness, which I don't believe. I think that's kind of silly, but that's been out there for a while. So I wonder if that's why this guy was going with Razor Ramon hard gay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the Razor Ramon part comes from.
It's so oddly specific.
It is, yeah, it's pretty weird.
And you said this was a Japanese wrestler?
Yeah.
What did he... Okay, so you said that in America he had to drop the Razor Ramon thing, but does that mean that he then nonetheless still wrestled in WCW as hard gay?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a comedy guy. This would have been like Vince Russo era, so we're talking like...
Oh, okay.
Shit's rough WCW.
When everything was... Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I was not paying much attention.
When Russo was loading WCW with his comedy guys.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
And,
I'm sorry. I was going to go kind of in a different direction. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, proceed. All I was going to say, like, Booker T was G.I. Bro.
G.I. Bro?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going with the gimmick that basically just mocks the fact that he's black, so we're going to call him a bro?
Well, his gimmick was that he thought he was a G.I. Joe.
Good start. Go on.
That's all I know about it, and that's where, oh, who's the piece of shit, trainer for WWE for, like, 20 years? Bill DeMott. Bill DeMott got brought in as, what was it? Oh, like, major erectile dysfunction or something like that.
Good lord. Okay.
So this is all fitting in with the same guy who thinks that if he ran a women's wrestling company, one of his top stars would be Toxic Shock.
Yeah, that was going to be the name of the company, wasn't it? The name of the brand or whatever, Toxic Shock?
Nope. Toxic Shock was a wrestler.
What was he going to call the... Yeah, go on.
I don't remember, but I think it was something not quite as explicitly vulgar, but still something along the lines of, like, all bitches wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, either way, it sounds about right.
It would make money.
Bro, I gotta tell you, women are bitches, bro. They're sluts, and none of them will go out with me, and because of that, bro, I'm gonna make a whole federation about them, bro.
And it's gonna be wrestling, bro, but it's also gonna be porn.
And the guy at that point was like fucking like 35 years old, talking like a fucking 12-year-old.
Yep.
I mean, some of his names for the wrestlers were kind of witty, but witty in a very childish way. Like, oh ha, that's kind of like a funny name that a smart, again, like 12-year-old would come up with. Like I'd give him credit if he were a kid and came up with that. Like the Toxic Shock thing. Just right there for example, women can get Toxic Shock if they wear if they have tampons in for too long. That's an actual thing. And so because of that, hey, let's make a character called Toxic Shock because it's funny, I guess. I don't know why. Didn't he even have a thing like when he came up with that, when he was going on about how the Fed would work and how all these people, what their names were and coming up with all the characters, the thing that Cornette read. Didn't he even, maybe I'm remembering this wrong, or maybe I'm misattributing this to the kind of person Russo is. Didn't he have a thing where he talked about the woman like coming into the ring with like a bloody tampon or something? Like, didn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't making that up. Okay, I shouldn't be surprised.
And
did you hear any of this? I'm sorry.
I think I read off the Vince Russo Women's Wrestling Fed idea to Addie and Pink at one point.
Okay, so Pink's heard it. Okay.
I've definitely heard parts of it. Yeah.
It's kind of incredible in a I guess bad question mark way. It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
As you would expect it to be.
Yeah.
You don't often talk about Vince Russo, Pink. What's your favorite Russoism?
Something stupid that he came up with?
Yeah.
My favorite... well, I'd have to actually look into that career, so that doesn't sound too fun. But my favorite...
WWE from 96 to 99, anything stupid was probably Russo's idea.
That's a good point.
That's probably true, actually. Legit. What was the dumbest thing that he did between putting the title on himself or David? What's his name? David
Hey,
Arquette.
David Arquette is amazing.
He at least
He was a
respects
better
wrestling.
champion than like half the guys they had at the time, and the years prior.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, we gave frickin' Ric Flair and Vader the belt multiple times, so I don't see how David Arquette was any worse.
No worse
If
than
the-
Ric Flair.
No worse than Ric Flair or Vader.
Wow.
See, the thing about Addy and Pink is that Addy will lie more explicitly, but when you ask, is that true, he'll go, no. Pink, though, when Pink lies, you can ask, is that true? And Pink will say, absolutely. Of course it's true. Are you fucking stupid? Of course David Arquette was 10 times the wrestler Vader was.
Like I don't
Do you
buy
think
it,
Ric
but
Flair
then-
could have drawn the numbers that David Arquette did?
that David Arquette drew? Yeah,
Hey,
like
if David Arquette decided to be a wrestler instead of an actor in the early 1980s when he was, I don't know, probably too young to be a wrestler, he
yeah.
would have easily outdrawn Ric Flair on a weekly basis.
I don't know. The fact that you said Vader made me think, okay, well, a lot of people don't like Vader, so maybe you actually like. I assume that you meant it in a hyperbolic sense. Like,
oh, yeah.
go ahead.
well, Pink doesn't like Vader or Ric Flair. Right? He can tell you
Okay,
that.
that's what I thought. Okay. Why do you not like Ric Flair? Like, as a wrestler, you don't like him?
As a wrestler or a human being.
The human being thing I definitely get, because he is a weirdo. But, well, maybe not weirdo. That makes it sound like he's like a sex pervert or something like that.
Well, isn't
Well, I'm sure he is. But...
Well, to be fair, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I'm thinking like a pedophile or whatever, but no, he is a sex pest regardless. Fucking
for grown
twirling his dick
women.
around for women. Yeah, exactly.
So far
yeah.
as we know, do consent. So I get.
So
it
far
just-
as we've been able to prove.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And then afterwards, they consent to the divorce.
I would assume that they've all asked for the divorces, but I don't know if that's true. I just can't picture Flair being the one who wants a divorce.
I can't picture Flair being around a woman long enough to ask her to divorce him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Like,
that's a good
Flair-
point, actually.
Flair, to me, seems the kind of guy who, okay, get drunk, one night stand, fuck like animals. Okay, hey, we should get married. They get married. He goes on the road, doesn't come back. Every time he has to come back, it's like, hey, I'm here. Bye. Here's my bag. Okay, bye. Next tour.
That sounds about right, yeah. I mean, wrestlers are always on the road, let alone famous, popular wrestlers, let alone famous, popular wrestlers who happen to be Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. Like, I've heard Bret Hart saying that, you know, he could barely see his family. He'd want to come back home and see his wife and be like, well, I haven't seen her in like a month. So imagine somebody like Ric Flair. Yeah, he probably was never home.
No, especially in the territories era, my God.
No, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. That's right.
How many marriages would he have had during the territories era? I love that with Flair you can ask that.
That's a good question. How many? I think he's been married like at least 4 or 5 times. I
I think it's
think.
closer to 8 now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It quite possibly could be that number.
When you get close to my grandma's numbers, that's dangerous territory.
What was I gonna say? I was that wrestling. This wrestling talk springs to mind several things I was gonna ask, but I guess before I go on, do you guys? We've been talking, so there's probably not been a lot of room for thought. But do you guys have any wrestler names that you think of that you would be proud of being named after?
Oh boy.
If they had named me Bam Bam after Bam Bam Bigelow and not Terry Gordy, that would have been pretty cool.
You could definitely do worse.
See, the thing is, like, I think, oh, Randy Savage. I don't want to be named Randy, nor do I want to be named Savage.
I don't like I'm sorry, quite the opposite. I don't mind either of those names. I wouldn't. Randy's. I don't prefer the name Randy to anything, but I don't mind the name Randy. I think that's a decent enough name.
Randy
one
to
that
me
you
is a
just-
two-hitter, because for one, people can joke, oh, are you really feeling Randy? Oh.
Oh,
And the other one is that your full name is Randall.
I guess that's true. Yeah, When you put it that way, yeah, I fair enough. I hadn't really thought of either of those extra details.
The funny thing about Randy Orton is that Randy Orton does not sound like a particularly hickish name. if you call him Randall Keith Orton, now he sounds like a hillbilly, you know?
Randall Keith Orton.
Yeah, that's-
He's one of them
that's true.
wrestlers. What, Pink?
I was saying, yeah, that sounds true.
Yeah, it
Accurate.
does. Yeah, now that you say it that way, you're right. Randall Keith Orton.
Son of the cowboy, Bob Orton.
The ace cowboy Bob Orton.
I am straight.
Cowboy Bob. Him and his fucking hepatitis.
Yeah. Giving it to all the people. Fucker.
Fucker.
Hillbillies, when I do impressions, are never just regular hillbillies. They're always vulgar ones. I never do I never do impressions of polite, gentle hillbillies.
I wonder if that comes from the Jim Cornette thing, because obviously he's a hillbilly. Well, whatever.
Well-
Close enough. And he swears all the time, and you do a really good Jim Cornette.
There's that, but there's also, like, my own family comes from southern Indiana. It has a lot of Kentuckyisms to them, and generally speaking, some of them are polite, but a lot of them don't care about being vulgar.
Oh, okay.
I am cooking up much of this ugly fucking acacia wood. Is that acacia? No, birch. I'm cooking up much of this ugly fucking birch wood. I'm chopping it down, clear cutting it, not replanting it, taking the logs back, and burning them to make charcoal.
You're a terrible human being.
Damn straight, and it's terrible wood. So, really, what I'm doing is I'm taking another terrible thing out of the world to make up for myself.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody that offended by wood before.
The birch woods are just so fucking ugly.
I don't mind them other than that they remind me of real life birchwood, which is very, like, tough and rubbery and doesn't burn very well, so I don't like it.
And the white planks, like Pink just posted, it's like fucking, like, lightly golden, and it's just nasty. That doesn't work for planks.
I haven't made anything in this game using it, so I'm assuming... Yeah, I don't know. It's probably ugly when you actually make something with it as well, but I haven't tried.
It is, let me assure you. I'm gonna do what needs to be done. Oh no! I didn't need to do that.
happened?
Whoops. Okay. Well,
What did you do? What happened?
someone will find out when they look in the chest. Okay, Pink,
Okay.
observe. This is the right thing to do. Here's what you do. I want you to follow my example, okay?
Okay. Oh no!
Okay, what? I guess I need to come look now.
You won't be able to see anything. It'll be done by the time you get here.
Oh. Does that have anything to do with what you guys are talking about?
That was more or less Pink going, "My baby boy!"
Oh, fire's out.
That it is. Should we just turn on keep inventory?
I think I can, can't I? Can I not still do that, or do I have to quit the game to do it? Let me look.
That's a good question. If we need to quit out, then I
Settings.
wouldn't mind for me to take a break because I need to feed the dogs.
We can, let me see. Hang on, let me look and see. World options. Tile drops. From the fire coordinates, show days played. I'm gonna turn that on. That's interesting. Beats. I think I'd have to quit the game. Oh wait, no, hang on. I'll turn off achievements. You guys sure want to go ahead with this?
Oh no!
Okay, we will in fact keep our inventory upon death. It has
There
been
we
done.
go.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really not that big of a cheat. We're all dying next to our houses anyways. All it means is
Yeah.
Days
Wait,
played 14. You spent
Ah.
2 entire weeks in this game.
That's actually rather
Almost-
surprising.
It kind of is actually, yeah.
Yeah, the nights last so long, I would have figured we only had like 3 days max.
Somewhere around there. What is mob spawning? That just means that the mobs just appear, period? I guess it would, wouldn't it? Because if I turn
Yeah.
them off, that means it's in peaceful mode. Okay, then what is the mob griefing?
Well, no. Hang on. Mob spawning is also going to apply to regular animals because peaceful mode is still peaceful mode. So, like, you would also turn off the spawning of cows and pigs and chickens,
That makes sense.
in case you want to have just an empty world of blocks.
Which I know some people do.
Because I remember Addy, back in the day when he hosted a Minecraft game on Xbox, he saw a console command for kill all mobs, and he was getting really pissed that a bunch of skeletons kept interrupting his building. So he inputted, while me and Pink were sticking around somewhere, we just abruptly saw a massive kill feed appear. Addy killed wolf. Addy killed wolf. Addy killed wolf. Addy killed chicken. Addy killed sheep. And we looked over the world, and yes, Addy had, in fact, killed all mobs. Like, I remember I watched, like, a pack of sheep right in front of me just drop dead.
That's sad.
And the thing is, those motherfuckers, the passive mobs don't respawn. Enemy mobs do, but passive mobs don't. So that meant the world was non-valid. But also, like, Pink, do you remember what you were doing when Addy did that?
No, but I do remember the immediate aftermath.
Because all I remember was being lost, laughing my ass off, and correctly pointing out to Addy, you're worse than Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Technically he is, because he killed everything.
Yeah, Thanos had like a number he stopped at. You did not.
Pretty great.
All right. Well, I need to feed the dog, so I'm going to be out for a little bit.
Okay.
All right.